Hello everybody, my name's Lynda Taylor and I'm part of the MFAS team. So you will have heard from Hamish McPhail and Sue Stewart, who are financial advisors whose role is to help you realise what your financial goals are, to help you to make a plan and to ensure that you achieve that plan. And it may be wealth accumulation for buying a house, it may be wealth accumulation for your retirement, it may be that you've got to retirement and you want help to manage your funds throughout retirement. So I guess the assumption is in any of that planning that you will have the earning capacity that you expect and anticipate. And my role is to say, well, if something happens and you cannot earn at the level you expect to earn at, or perhaps you can't earn at all for quite a significant portion of time, what impact is that going to have on that financial plan? So we see our approach to your situation as very holistic, and it's incredibly personal. So as you will have seen with the software that we use, it's about your inputs to generate an output that reflects your life. And so for the conversations that I have with you from a risk perspective, it's understanding where you're at and what do you perceive as being your risks and what do we have to do to protect you in that event. So I'm just going to share my screen, and this little fellow here is the #1 character in the Dr. Seuss book. I had trouble in getting to Solar Salou. And the book is all about the naive belief that you can go through life and have no troubles. And you get to the end of the book and he's had the most arduous time getting to Solar Salou with troubles all the way along. And he realizes that you do in fact have troubles in life, and it's not the troubles, it's how you approach them and how you plan for them. And so I feel that the book is so pertinent to what I do when I'm working with our clients, and it's really helping you protect yourself, your family, your business against the unexpected. So some of these components that I've got up here on the left you will be familiar with, and it's about having a discussion around your situation to understand what your need is. So if we look at life insurance, for example, I'm meeting with a doctor next week, and she's just starting out in her career. She has no debt, she has no dependents, and my view is that she doesn't need life insurance. The fact is, if she was to pass away, her student loan will be waived, and even though it's incredibly cheap at a young age, it really isn't necessary. We also see doctors who are in their 50s, 40s, 50s, who have put insurance in place once they bought a home and had a young family. And because it was such a chore, and often you are time poor, they haven't had an opportunity to review those levels of cover. And hopefully with a financial planner working alongside you, the debt will have gone down, you'll have built up a passive income stream, hopefully the kids are financially independent, and your need for life insurance may be greatly reduced, yet they have retained those same levels of cover. So it's a conversation about what you need for where you're at in life right now. That second point there, protecting your earning capacity. You know, if you're 30 and you're earning $100,000 a year, we're looking at an asset, an earning capacity that's worth $3.5 million if your earning capacity never increases. So clearly it's far more than $3.5 million. But it's not actually that sum that's critical. It's what that money is going to allow you to do, and it will allow you to live the way you want to live today, and it will allow you to plan for your future. If something happens and you can't work, what happens to those plans? So what is sad for New Zealand is that we have one of the lowest levels of income protection insurance in New Zealand in the OECD. So maybe it's that Kiwi mantra, she'll be right, mate, I'm not sure. But it is important that we have a conversation about how you can protect your earning capacity. There are a number of different policies and structures in the market, and so we need to make sure that what we do is right for you. And the other point that I would make is For those of you who are earning large incomes, the reality is you may not need to protect all of it. You might need, we know that your living expenses are $10,000 a month, so therefore do we put in place an income protection policy that simply delivers enough for you to be able to live? So it's those conversations. And the third component there is critical illness, trauma cover, recovery insurance. It's known by different names by different insurers, but that is a lump sum payment made to you in the event that you're diagnosed with a critical illness. So one of the conversations I often have with clients is they say, well, why do I need to have that if I've already protected my income? And that's a fair question. But what we see, and probably what you see more frequently than I do, if someone has battling cancer and they've had, 12 to 18 months of treatment, more often than not, their spouse, who may be healthy, is drawn out of the workforce to be there to A, support them, and B, to help raise children or run a household. And so that injection of cash simply gives that home and that family choice as to how they deal with that circumstance. I haven't mentioned health insurance, but we also provide advice around health insurance. We work with all of New Zealand's leading insurers, and we can show you for any type of insurance how the various policies compare in terms of premiums. But I think more importantly, we can have a discussion as to how those various policies differ and what is going to be the best combination of cover for you, given your budget, your stage in life, and what you want for the people that you love. So that's me, that's Lynda. If you would like a review of your current risk plan, I am happy to do that. There is no charge to you for doing it. What we find is often people have forgotten what it is that they've got in place or why they even had it. So it might just be a refresher, or it may be that you have never explored your options with regard to insurance, and you want to know what is available to you and what sort of costs you could be up for. So again, we are happy to help you with that. You can contact me via our website or info@mfas.co.nz, or our 0800 number is 0800 379 325. So thank you for your time, and happy to help at any time.